Navigating the world of relationships and understanding attraction can be a challenging yet exciting experience. Often, the most difficult part is deciphering whether someone is truly interested in you or if they're simply being friendly. It's especially tricky when someone is trying to hide their feelings, using subtle gestures and behaviors that might go unnoticed unless you're paying close attention. When someone wants you but doesn't want to make it obvious, they typically use indirect ways to show their affection. These subtle signs can be tricky to pick up, but once you recognize them, it becomes easier to understand their true feelings. If you're trying to figure out whether someone likes you, it's crucial to look beyond what they say and focus on their actions. While verbal communication can sometimes give us mixed signals, body language and the way someone behaves around you often reveal their true emotions. When a person is attracted to you, they may not always speak up about it, especially if they're unsure of how you'll respond. Instead, they might show their interest through subtle cues, like the way they look at you, the attention they give you, or the effort they put into spending time with you. The first step in understanding if someone wants you but doesn't want to make it obvious is to observe how they engage with you compared to others. Do they treat you differently? Are they more attentive to your needs and more focused when you're speaking? Do they seem to find ways to be around you, even when they don't have to? These small actions often speak volumes, revealing an attraction that might not be verbally expressed. For instance, if someone frequently gives you subtle compliments, not about your appearance but about your intelligence, kindness, or sense of humor, it shows they admire more than just your outward traits. Similarly, if someone goes out of their way to help you with tasks or finds excuses to touch you casually, it could indicate a desire to be close to you without crossing boundaries. Another sign of hidden attraction is the way someone behaves around you physically. Eye contact, smiles, and laughter are all powerful tools of nonverbal communication. And if someone is holding eye contact a little longer than usual or laughing at your jokes even when they aren't that funny, it's likely because they're trying to create a deeper connection with you. These seemingly small acts are their way of saying, "I like you," without needing to declare it outright. Yet, some people may take their time in expressing their feelings or might be shy about showing vulnerability. For these individuals, asking casual questions about your love life or remembering small details about you can be a way of exploring your relationship status and emotional availability. They might be gauging whether you'd be open to a romantic connection, without directly putting their emotions on display. Ultimately, the key to understanding if someone wants you but doesn't want to make it obvious is to pay attention to the little things, the casual touches, the effort to spend time alone with you, and the way they remember things that matter to you. It's about noticing how their actions align with their words, and how they go out of their way to show you that they care. These subtle signs can give you a glimpse into their heart, even if they aren't ready to speak their truth yet. 1. He gives you subtle compliments that feel personal. Compliments can be one of the most powerful indicators that someone is interested in you. When a person gives you subtle compliments that feel personal, it usually goes beyond simple flattery. These types of compliments often touch on deeper aspects of who you are, like your personality, intelligence, or specific traits that others might not typically notice. For example, instead of complimenting your appearance in a generic way like "you look nice," he might say something like, "I really admire the way you handle challenging situations," or "I've never met anyone who can make a tough day feel so much better." These compliments show that he's paying attention to what makes you unique. His words might seem casual, but there's an underlying meaning that reveals his deeper admiration for you. Often, these compliments might come in moments where others wouldn't think to say anything, such as when you're talking about your passions, skills, or a project you're working on. If he makes it a habit to point out your strengths, achievements, or the things that make you, he might be hinting that he's drawn to you on a deeper level than just physical attraction. The fact that his compliments aren't too overt or too frequent can show that he's trying to keep his interest subtle, yet you can still sense the sincerity in his words. The key to recognizing these types of compliments is in how they feel. They should feel tailored specifically to you and not just be generic praise. If he's always making sure you know how much he values your thoughts, ideas, or personality, it could be a sign that he's trying to convey something more without being too obvious. 2. He tries to be around you without being too obvious. One of the most telling signs that someone is interested in you is their desire to spend time around you, even if they are not always making it clear. If you notice that he's always around in situations where he doesn't need to be, it could be an indication that he wants to be close to you but doesn't want to make it too obvious. He might find reasons to appear at places you frequent or events you're attending. It could be that he's in the same group of friends, showing up at the same coffee shop, or participating in activities that align with your interests, even if it's not strictly his thing. This behavior is often subtle. He's not being overly assertive or direct about his intentions, but by simply being there when you're around, he's silently signaling that he wants to spend time with you. You may even notice that he doesn't initiate conversations or try to dominate the group, but stays in the background, subtly observing you. His body language may show that he's interested. He might lean in slightly when you're talking, glance at you more often than others, or even follow your movements with his eyes. The important thing here is that he's not making a show of it. Instead, his presence feels natural and unforced, almost as if it's just happening to be around you. This tactic is often used by people who are shy, reserved, or unsure of how their feelings will be received. Instead of actively pursuing you, he lets fate bring him closer to you. It's a quiet form of showing interest, one that keeps things low-key yet still expresses his desire to be near you. 3. He pays extra attention to your needs and wants. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they'll go the extra mile to meet your needs and make you feel special, even in small ways. If he's paying extra attention to your wants and needs, whether it's something as simple as remembering your favorite drink or going out of his way to do something for you, it's a clear sign that he's invested in you. This kind of attention is not always about grand gestures, but about the little things that show he's thinking of you and how he can make your life easier or more enjoyable. He might notice when you're feeling stressed and offer to help without being asked, or he might surprise you with something you've mentioned in passing, like a book or snack you like. His actions show that he's paying close attention to what makes you happy and is willing to take time out of his own day to make sure those needs are met. For instance, if you're complaining about a tough day at work, he might be the one who asks if you want to grab a coffee or suggests a way to unwind. This level of attentiveness goes beyond just being kind. It's an indication that he wants to be a supportive and caring presence in your life. By remembering things about you and offering assistance when you need it, he's subtly saying that he wants to be a part of your world, without being too forward. It's also a way of showing that he's emotionally available, willing to be there when you need him, without expecting anything in return. If these actions are consistent and happen regularly, it suggests that his care for you isn't just out of politeness or friendship. Rather, it's because he genuinely wants to take care of you and ensure your happiness, which is a clear sign of his deeper feelings for you. 4. He finds excuses to touch you casually. Touch is a powerful way to communicate interest, but when someone is trying to be subtle about their feelings, they may find small, casual ways to touch you. If he's often finding excuses to make physical contact, it could be his way of expressing his attraction without making it too obvious. These touches might be light and fleeting, like a tap on the arm, a brief hand on your back, or a touch on the shoulder. The key here is that these gestures are not invasive, but they still convey a sense of closeness and connection. For instance, when he talks to you, he might gently touch your arm to emphasize a point, or when he passes by, he may brush against you lightly. He might also try to initiate playful touches, such as a nudge during a conversation or a quick tap on your hand when you both laugh. These subtle gestures indicate that he wants to be physically close to you but doesn't want to cross any boundaries or make it seem too forward. In situations where he feels like there's an opportunity to touch you, even if it's just a brief moment, he might seize it. His touch might not be overly intimate, but it will feel warm and intentional, as though he's testing the waters and gauging how you respond. If you're comfortable with these touches and reciprocate in kind, it can build a sense of emotional connection that goes beyond words. It's his way of saying, "I'm here, and I want to be close to you," without needing to express it verbally. 5. He always makes time for you, even if he's busy. A person who genuinely wants to spend time with you will find a way to prioritize you, even in the midst of their busy life. If he's always making time for you, whether it's sending you a text during a hectic day or carving out a few minutes to talk, it's a clear sign that he values your presence. Even if he has a packed schedule, he'll find ways to make room for you, showing that he's willing to adjust his plans to fit you into his life. This behavior often goes beyond mere politeness. While some people may be caretaker and try to squeeze in time for their friends or acquaintances, someone who is interested in you will do this consistently and without hesitation. He might take breaks from work to text you, or he might make sure to attend events or activities where he knows you'll be, just so he can spend time with you. It's a sign that, even with everything going on in his life, he places enough importance on you to make the effort. You might also notice that he's quick to respond to your messages, even if he's busy, which suggests that he's thinking about you and wants to stay connected. This attention to your communication, even in small ways, reflects that he's emotionally invested and wants to be present in your life. If he's regularly making time for you in the midst of his own commitments, it's a clear indication that his feelings for you go beyond casual friendship. 6. He shows genuine interest in your conversations. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they'll show a deep level of attentiveness and curiosity when you speak. If he's actively engaging in your conversations, asking follow-up questions, and remembering details you've shared, it's a sign that he values what you have to say and is invested in getting to know you better. His interest will not be limited to surface-level topics. He'll want to understand your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on a variety of subjects. For example, if you mention a book, movie, or hobby you're passionate about, he may ask questions to delve deeper into the topic or even bring it up in future conversations. He might remember the smallest details, like your favorite food or your goals in life, and bring them up when you least expect it. This level of attentiveness shows that he's not just making small talk for the sake of it. He's genuinely interested in you and your world. Another indicator of genuine interest is that he listens actively. This means he doesn't just hear your words, but he listens to understand. He'll make eye contact, nod along as you speak, and offer thoughtful responses that show he's processing what you're saying. His body language will reflect his attentiveness. He may lean in slightly, face you directly, and give you his full attention. When someone is genuinely invested in you, they will be present in the conversation and make it clear that they value your opinions and insights. If he's consistently engaged in meaningful conversations with you, it's a strong indication that he's interested in building a deeper connection. 7. He holds eye contact a little longer than usual. Eye contact is a powerful tool in communication, and it can often reveal a lot about someone's feelings. If he holds eye contact with you a little longer than what feels normal, it's likely a sign that he's deeply interested in you. This kind of prolonged eye contact is not just about observing. It's a way of creating a connection. When someone is attracted to another person, they instinctively make more eye contact to establish closeness and intimacy. However, it's important to note that this type of eye contact is subtle. While it's not a blatant stare, it can linger just long enough to make you feel like he's focused on you. He may hold your gaze during a conversation, and you might notice that he doesn't look away as quickly as others do. Sometimes, when people feel nervous or shy around someone they like, their eye contact becomes more intense, and they might not even realize it. This behavior may also occur in moments when he's particularly engaged in what you're saying or when he's emotionally invested in the conversation. It could happen when you're sharing something meaningful and is fully present, absorbing every word. Prolonged eye contact is often a way for him to non-verbally express his admiration and to let you know that you have his undivided attention. If you notice that his eye contact feels different from the way he interacts with others, it might be because he's subconsciously communicating a deeper level of interest. People tend to look away quickly or avert their eyes when they're uncomfortable or disinterested. So if he's holding your gaze, it's likely because he feels an emotional connection with you. 8. He smiles at you in a way that feels special. A smile can convey warmth, affection, and attraction, and the way someone smiles at you can indicate a deeper level of interest. If he smiles at you in a way that feels different from how he smiles at others, it's a clear sign that he likes you. His smile might be more genuine, more relaxed, or even more lingering than the smiles he gives to other people. The smile could be accompanied by a sparkle in his eyes or a slight tilt of his head, signaling that he feels comfortable and happy around you. A special smile is often paired with moments of laughter or shared jokes, where he seems to be enjoying your company more than anyone else's. It may also happen when he sees you in a crowd, and his face lights up as soon as he spots you. This type of smile is not just polite. It's one that expresses genuine warmth and appreciation for you as an individual. If he gives you a smile that feels different or exclusive, it's often an indication that his feelings for you go beyond friendship. It's also an unspoken way for him to communicate his attraction and show that he feels a connection with you, even in a crowd of people. This kind of smile makes you feel like you're the only person in the room, and it can leave a lasting impression, signaling that he is emotionally invested in you. 9. He remembers small details about you. One of the most telling signs of genuine interest is when someone pays attention to the little details about you, things that others might overlook. If he consistently remembers small facts about your life, preferences, or past conversations, it shows that he values you and cares about what you have to say. This could be something as simple as recalling your favorite food, remembering the name of your pet, or bringing up a personal anecdote you once shared. This kind of attentiveness goes beyond superficial knowledge. He's not just memorizing facts for the sake of it. He's actively listening and engaging with you on a deeper level. When he brings up these details in conversation, it can make you feel like he's truly interested in you as a person, not just in the surface-level interaction. For example, if you once mentioned that you enjoy a specific type of music or a particular hobby, he might surprise you by bringing it up again in a later conversation, showing that he's remembered and values that part of who you are. He might also use this knowledge to plan something special for you, like suggesting a date idea based on something you've mentioned before or gifting you something related to your interests. When someone remembers the small things, it demonstrates that they are paying attention to you, and they care enough to recall these details, even if they seem insignificant. It's a subtle but powerful way of expressing affection and showing that they are emotionally invested in getting to know you more deeply. If you notice that he frequently recalls things you've said in past conversations, it's a clear sign that he's interested in you and wants to build a stronger connection. 10. He goes out of his way to help you with things. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they will often go out of their way to be helpful. If he frequently finds ways to assist you with tasks, big or small, it's a sign that he values your well-being and wants to make your life easier. Whether it's offering to carry something heavy for you, helping you with a project, or stepping in to solve a problem you're facing, his willingness to help you shows that he's not just thinking about his own needs but is concerned about yours as well. This type of behavior often goes beyond what's expected of a friend or acquaintance. It might be something as simple as offering you a ride when you're feeling stuck, or helping you complete a task that he knows you find challenging. He might also step in when you're having a tough time and offer his support, even without you having to ask. His actions reflect a genuine desire to be there for you, no matter the situation. One key factor is that his help never feels forced or insincere. It's not about him wanting something in return. It's about his natural inclination to assist you and make sure you're okay. When someone consistently goes out of their way to support you, it indicates that they care about you and are invested in your well-being. This kind of selflessness is often a sign of deeper feelings. It shows that he's thinking about your needs, and the act of helping you is a way of expressing that he wants to be there for you. If he frequently offers assistance, you can be sure that he's emotionally involved in trying to show his care in a quiet yet impactful way. 11. He acts nervous or fidgety around you. Sometimes, when a person is interested in someone, they can get nervous or fidgety in their presence. If he acts a bit more nervous than usual when you're around, it might be a sign that he has strong feelings for you. His nervousness could manifest in subtle body language changes, such as fidgeting with his hands, adjusting his clothes repeatedly, or looking down when talking to you. These are signs that he's trying to hide his emotions, but they often reveal that he's feeling a little overwhelmed by his attraction. The reason for this nervousness can vary. He might be afraid of saying something that could make him seem too forward, or he could be unsure of how his feelings will be received. These behaviors typically happen when someone is trying to maintain composure, but the anxiety of wanting to make a good impression takes over. His body language will give him away, and you'll notice the small, nervous gestures that show his emotional investment. Nervousness can also occur when someone is unsure of how much to reveal about their feelings. They may want to get closer to you but are afraid of being rejected or coming across as too eager. If he's acting nervous or fidgety, It's likely because he wants to be closer to you but doesn't want to make it too obvious or overwhelming. While it may feel awkward at times, this nervous energy is often a positive sign. It's a natural response to feeling attracted to someone and wanting to make a good impression. If you notice this behavior, it suggests that he's emotionally engaged with you, even if he's still figuring out how to express his feelings. 12. He often laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. Laughter is a powerful tool in communication, and if he frequently laughs at your jokes, even when they're not particularly funny, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Laughing at your jokes, even when they're not objectively hilarious, is a way of showing that he enjoys your company and wants to make you feel good. It's also a way for him to signal his attraction to you without being too direct. When someone is drawn to you, they often laugh at your jokes to create a sense of connection and show that they value you. He may laugh more than others, and his laughter might feel more enthusiastic or genuine, as though he's encouraging you to keep talking and sharing. It's his way of showing that he appreciates your sense of humor and enjoys spending time with you. This behavior also suggests that he's paying close attention to you and wants to make you feel special. By laughing at your jokes, even when they're not particularly funny, he's showing that he's engaged with you on an emotional level and that he values the connection between you two. His laughter is a subtle but powerful way of signaling his interest, and it helps to establish rapport and intimacy. Moreover, if he laughs at your jokes even in a group setting, it indicates that he sees you in a different light. He's more likely to focus on your humor and make an effort to connect with you, which is a clear indication that he's interested in you beyond just a casual friendship. If he's constantly laughing at your jokes, it's one of the subtle ways he's showing affection and creating a bond with you. 13. He asks about your love life, but in a casual way. When someone is interested in you, they often want to know more about your romantic life, though they may approach it in a casual and non-invasive manner. If he asks about your love life, it could be a sign that he's testing the waters to gauge your relationship status or how you feel about love and relationships in general. He might ask questions like, "So, are you seeing anyone these days?" Or "How's your love life going?" but with a tone that feels lighthearted and not too probing. The way he asks these questions is key. If his questions feel natural and part of a broader conversation, rather than pointed or overly direct, it suggests that he's trying to learn more about you without making it obvious that he's interested in you romantically. He's trying to understand your feelings on relationships to see if you might be open to the idea of dating. But he doesn't want to push you into revealing too much too soon. This type of inquiry can also reflect his curiosity about whether you are currently available, but it's usually asked in a way that doesn't put too much pressure on the situation. He's probably not looking for a direct answer. Rather, he wants to gauge your emotional state or your openness to the idea of a relationship. The casual nature of these questions allows him to explore your thoughts while keeping things light and nonchalant. If he continues to ask about your love life without being overly intrusive, it's a sign that he's testing the waters and trying to find out if you're interested in pursuing something romantic with him. His questions, though casual, may indicate that he's thinking about a potential relationship, and he wants to get a sense of where you stand before making a move. 14. He tries to impress you without overdoing it. When someone is attracted to you, they may try to impress you with their skills, knowledge, or accomplishments, but they won't want to overdo it. If you notice that he's subtly trying to impress you, whether it's by showcasing a talent, sharing something he's accomplished, or demonstrating his skills, without being boastful or excessive, it's a sign that he's interested in you but doesn't want to come across as arrogant. For example, he might mention how well he did in a recent project or subtly showcase his expertise in a topic you both are discussing. However, his approach is humble and not about bragging. He's not trying to make himself seem superior to others. Instead, he's just casually letting you know about things as accomplished or abilities he has that he believes you might find admirable. This behavior is often a way of signaling that he has qualities that make him a good partner, but he doesn't want to overwhelm you with his achievements. He's trying to let you see his positive traits without coming off as trying too hard or making things uncomfortable. This form of subtle self-presentation reflects his desire to catch your attention and impress you, but in a more reserved and thoughtful way. If he's constantly finding small ways to impress you without being showy, it suggests that he wants to prove his worth to you, but in a way that feels natural and not forced. This is often a sign that he is interested in gaining your admiration and building your respect before making his feelings more obvious. 15. He frequently finds ways to talk to you one-on-one. One of the most direct signs that someone likes you is if they actively seek opportunities to engage with you privately, outside of group settings. If he is often trying to find ways to talk to you one-on-one, whether it's after class, during lunch breaks, or in casual settings, it's a strong indication that he is interested in building a deeper connection with you. He might initiate private conversations under the guise of discussing something important or personal, or simply because he enjoys being around you and getting to know you better. When someone is interested in you, they'll want to create moments where it's just the two of you, as this gives them a chance to engage with you more intimately and express their feelings without distractions. Whether he pulls you aside for a short conversation or makes a point of sitting next to you during group events, these small efforts to interact privately show that he wants to connect with you on a deeper level. In some cases, he might even find excuses to talk to you one-on-one, such as asking for help with something or bringing up a topic that interests you both. This behavior reflects his desire to spend time with you and to create moments where you can bond without the presence of others. It's a clear sign that he wants to build rapport and foster a sense of closeness between you outside of a group setting. If you notice that he consistently seeks out one-on-one interactions with you, it's an indication that he is not just interested in a superficial connection, but is genuinely trying to establish a deeper emotional link. He's creating opportunities to strengthen your bond and get to know you better, which is a sign that his feelings for you are growing.